What can you guys tease about the finale?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, we wanted the finale to be the biggest, most dramatic episode of the season, and it is. And the other thing we wanted it to be is we wanted it to be about the relationships and the characters and the romances. So it's our biggest episode. Usually our episodes we shoot over 8 days. The finale was so big and ambitious, we actually shot it over 10 days. We brought back
with the director
of the pilot.
Who also did 2 and 3.
Yeah, and yeah, we had one idea what the ending was going to be, and then kind of it just got bigger and bigger and exploded, and we were guarding that. There are lots of secrets that come out in the finale.
I just had a question about Jughead's asexuality in the comics that I know is not currently being explored in the show, but asexuality can happen in the context of a romantic relationship, and I was wondering if you had given any thought to exploring that in the relationship with Betty.
Yeah, you know, we've definitely talked about it a lot. We believe Riverdale should be as inclusive and as diverse as the world is, and it should represent everything. It's funny, we were just saying that when we started work on the pilot and on the episodes, it was about a year before Chip came out with the Jughead comic book. And the first thing we decided about the show was that Jughead and Betty were going to date, because one was Archie's best male friend and one was Archie's best female friend. So we kind of that's how we built the season.
And it predated that.
But representation is important, and it is really important for us to show every kind of person, every kind of sexuality, and we are working on that for season 2.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Riverdale is pretty refreshing from other shows of its genre. Can you talk about what qualities set it apart from other shows?
Well, I wouldn't want to be sort of dismissive of any other show. Everyone works so hard to do whatever, but I think what we strive to do in Riverdale is, first of all, we just kind of put our blinders on and just make our own little weird show that we love. But I think what we want to do is we want to tell stories about characters of multiple generations and multiple perspectives. And as a result, I think that there's a richness to the storytelling that that might not be in every other show.
Yeah, it's all of the high school coming of age shows, they all kind of have their own particular identity. Three's a great example. It's a coming of age high school show that's a musical. Ours is sort of a coming of age high school show that's sort of like a David Lynch Blue Velvet thing, but those shows like Freaks and Geeks, My So-Called Life, we love those shows, and we wouldn't be here without them. But the funny thing is, it's all those shows I feel like owed a debt to the old Archie comics, like in terms of the archetypes and things like that. So we're part of a huge continuum, I think.
Did you guys feel a weight? This is last question. Did you guys feel a weight of expectations, seeing as it's a comic book adaptation, but it's a different side of comics? It's not superheroes and supervillains.
Yeah, John, you can speak to the expectations of the Archie.
I think the Archie fans always expect a lot because they love the characters and they've loved them for decades. So the bar was really high, and I think these guys jumped right over the bar. The writers, the producers, the cast, everybody. Everyone's done a phenomenal job. So I'm hoping, with the very high expectations, we've exceeded them and given people something they love.
And I think in general with any kind of adaptation, the best adaptations are when the people that are doing the adaptation really, really love the material. And I cannot imagine anyone that loves Archie as much as Roberto and Jon. And I think that's what shows. And those are the best adaptations. It's like when they're done by fans.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of different things. I've never met a fandom like the Archie fandom.
They are deep.
And they know everything. They remember panel. There are literally over 1 billion pages of Archie story, and they know everything. But I'm one of them. So that's the nicest.
That's the trick.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.